what's up with Sean Baligian?
What up, this is Joique Bell here on the Baligian and Bell Show.
Make sure you check us out on the Woodward Sports Network.
What up, Doe? Glad you could join us. You can't say something like that right before we're going to go on. You can't do that.
He always does that,
No.
bro. He has
I was
one
literally
job.
saying, let's be great.
Look at the cameras. Let's be great today. No.
A little motivation?
You played the role of me. Let's look at the cameras and be great today. Right? Come on, man.
this
How you
guy.
guys doing? Everything well?
What's up?
Today's a new day.
It's a new day. How are you feeling today? How are you
Well,
feeling
you know
today?
what's funny? All right, so on the heels of Mike completely disrespecting me yesterday on my own show,
I
right?
don't think it was disrespect. I think he did a great job yesterday.
It was disrespect.
It was disrespectful.
Thank you.
Didn't like it?
Art always
100%.
has my back. You know what Fish tells me today? I come into work today and Fish goes, Sean, what are you mad about today? I like when you yell and scream. Fish!
You know, I say that because the views were up yesterday, and it just seemed like a fun show. It seemed like it flowed.
No, you know what?
You know it flows.
Seriously, I am not angry guy. I'm not. I was angry yesterday, rightfully so. No, Joy, I'm not angry guy. I'm
Yeah, you know.
Art,
Sean is the
A2
nicest. Sean is the nicest guy with a mean streak. I'll say that.
He literally said, I'm not angry.
I'm not an angry guy.
No, you know what's funny? And Mike, don't you leave this room. You know what? Here's the thing. Like Mike, I loved your imitation, by the way. I really did. It was great. Like, all jokes aside, Mike, that was funny. I don't want you to think I took that personal.
No, he didn't take it personal.
No, but you know what's funny?
He
about
was waiting
this?
for that moment, though.
Joy, like right now, do you know what the brutal truth is? Right now in the sporting world, okay? I'm going to give you the brutal truth, and nobody likes to hear it. Every one of our teams suck.
Well, with that
Every
attitude,
one of our teams suck. And you know what? I'm looking for positives. The Lions draft, positive.
You know, some people. What was your grade that draft? Honestly,
I hate draft grades. I think they're absolutely useless.
Yeah, if you
I
had
look
the
at
grade.
Matt Millins. I look at. I told people on Monday, go back, and you can find this stuff online. People just drooling all over Matt Millins drafts, like after the fact. Like, knock it off. Like, we'll be able to see what this draft looks like in about 2 years.
Okay.
It's the same thing. Like last year's draft, If you're going to judge Jeff Okudah on 1 year, shame on you. Don't ask me. Ask him. He played the frickin' game.
You're gonna need some time.
No,
You're gonna need time. You gotta. You coming in. You're coming into a team. You don't. We didn't have that much leadership in the DB room last year. Now we might have had decent plays, but we didn't have that leadership. And when I came into the league, it's so important to have that type of leadership in the room because they're going to give you tips that you need to know.
Bam.
You need to know it. And so he didn't have that. And so let's give him time to get acclimated. He's getting guys in that's played the position, who knows the game, people that he respect. And so give him another couple years. You're going to see a jump this year in Jeff Okudah. You're going to see a jump. And then I want you guys to come back next year around this same time next year and say, okay, he's coming together.
Absolutely.
He's coming. Give him time.
I like what Tammy said. You are passionate, not angry. Thank you. I am passionate. And I think sometimes, can I start with the positives? I love what Troy Weaver's doing. I've said it again.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to work. I don't. I'm not sitting here saying, fret not, Piston fans, in 2 years, the
But you know
place
what
is
you
going
are
to be
saying?
packed. You know what
you
I
are?
do know, though, Joique?
He's doing something different.
Yes!
And
Thank you.
And every team here is doing something different. The Lions.
Steve will work.
Steve.
Period. End of story.
Steve.
Okay? Put that. I'm
Listen,
going out
Eisman
Jimmy
is doing
Johnson.
something different.
Steve Yzerman, big bold letters. Steve Yzerman will work. There's no doubt in my mind. I love what I'm seeing out of Brad Holmes early, okay? But like we were talking like the Al Avila stuff, right?
Look,
there
time
are
out.
people in this town that make excuses for him, and it just, yes, that frustrates me, and my passion comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Can my passion come out for a second?
No, raise your hand. We'll call on you. We'll call on you.
Fish, you wanted to say something? I saw your hand up.
Well, you know, I just wanted to call one of our team members out because, Joique Bell, can I ask you a question?
Tell us.
What's up?
Can I ask why you're eating on the show?
Because I'm hungry.
Okay, well, there's something called before. You came in 20 minutes before the show. I'll give you your props because that was really good.
And I ordered my food,
Congratulations.
and I ordered my food 20 minutes ago, and I just got it. So I don't know what you want me to do.
Okay, well, you could
I'm
wait.
sorry.
You could wait for an ad break to eat your food,
No.
or you can wait till you're off the camera to eat your food.
Oh, what's off the camera? And you called me back on the camera.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you can ask me to mute your mic then.
You don't have to
Unless you
mute
wanna
my
do
mic, 'cause I'm not eating
ASMR.
the mic.
Fish,
Okay.
To the
I'll give,
side.
I'll give you the $20 later, okay? I will say this was a thing that Fish and I talked about, and I hate to see my boy get buried right now, but you can hear you eating on the mic.
Because he called me back to the mic. I was eating over here. I was
You
eating over
literally
here.
just had me switch camera angles so you can eat food. I don't get to eat.
That's your fault.
Sean doesn't. Sean barely dips.
I was told I can't dip during the show.
Why?
That's what I was told.
Did I tell you that?
No.
Okay, good.
A very nice bearded man told me that. And I listened to the nice bearded man. He's in the room right next to you, as a matter of fact.
Oh, I like him.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Great guy.
He said, yeah, you might want to lose the dip. And yes, sir.
So can I say something? My hand is raised. I would just like to say that before this becomes a bigger issue that I have to go to Joique about, can we just stop right now and maybe eat during commercial break? I know it's tough, Joique. I know it's hard.
Man, shut up, Art. Stop talking to me, bro.
What do you have anyway?
It's just some cheese eggs. You know, because people get up early and go to the
I
gym
love to
first.
eat in the booth too. I can't.
You know, I wake up at 5 in the morning, go hit the gym, go home, rush, take a shower, get dressed, and then come to work. And
I wake
up,
up,
grab something to eat.
play
God, would I
Swamp
love to eat right now? All I have
and I
is
play
water.
Words with
you know,
friends.
so you have some guys who come in
That
here
was water gonna do
165
when I
or
want
110
food.
pounds, and they complain about me wanting to stay in shape.
Yeah, let's just work around your gym schedule. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Do you have a crypto schedule too during the hour?
I do. I actually have an alarm on my phone that wakes me up every morning at 2:30 that tells me to check the crypto market.
You watching sports
I
at
have
2:30?
I have some crypto news for you, by the way, Art. Your little doggy coin, or what's it?
It's
Doge. I call it.
Dodge? Doge?
He calls it Doge.
Is
I call
it
it
Doge with a soft J?
Hey,
Doge?
People in the comment, is it Doge coin or is it Dodge coin?
It's literally Doge. Why are we doing
It's
this
Dodge.
again? We got into an argument yesterday because he wants to call it Dodge. It's not a ram. It's a coin. Okay.
It's a Dodge coin.
So it's a soft J, like Doge?
Doge.
No,
Okay.
it's Dodge.
But regardless, it's up to almost 70
It's
cents.
Dodge.
Yeah, it's incredible. There was actually, I'll share it later, there was actually some stats about how it's progressed.
I'm looking at it
and
right now.
Everything. It's crazy how
The
that
market
goes.
shot up
Yeah.
this morning.
But you know what's going to be crazy is that people have invested so much money into it, and then when it falls, because it's a coin that has no market cap, once that happens, you're going to see a lot of scary stories. Like it's similar to when people started their Robinhood account and then they lose a bunch of money and they off themselves. Like, I'm not trying to be that guy, but I could see that happening because people
That's-
don't know what they're investing in.
You know what? I brought this
Myself
story.
included.
No, you brought this up before. So when the
It
recession
has no
hit,
purpose. It
When-
has no purpose.
when the recession hit, like back in 08, 09, right? If I was my age then, if I was 50 years old back when that happened, I would have been a basket case. I literally would have been a basket case because my mindset then was, whoa, I'm 38 years old. It's cyclical. It's it might take a couple of years. It's cyclical. So some of the losses that I absorbed, that we all absorbed,
Yeah.
it didn't affect me. Now, I wouldn't be able to apply that logic. In a couple of years, everything would be okay. God forbid the bottom drops out. Right now, today,
Bottom drops out.
God forbid, okay?
You'll be okay.
In a couple of years, things are going to, but you can't say that to somebody now because I've got the finish line in my sights for the last 2 years. There's the finish line. There it is. I can see the damn finish line.
All right, what age is the finish line for you? Is it 55?
You know, I used to think it was 60, but I'm not so sure now. It might be younger than that.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm in good shape. I want to enjoy life.
Yeah.
No disrespect to you or anybody. It's not like I'm going to quit. But I'm going to do a heck of a lot less than I do. Period. You know, and so I think.
But stick around.
Yeah, I think.
You know when they say you retire, you don't retire out of something, you retire into something else.
Yeah, I'm going to retire into something else, all right.
No.
You're damn right I'm going to retire into something else.
No.
I'm going to cook
You're
all
married,
day.
Sean.
No. I'm going to cook all day, and I might sell food and eat the profits and all that.
But you already do that now.
Yeah, but I'll sell it. I'm going to make it big. I'm going to, like all of that. It's like not big, but you know what I mean.
By that time, it should be some new technology out with grills and smokers that you can start looking into.
Oh, don't even get me started.
Huh?
It'd be great if I could use my telepathy. Oh my gosh!
You know what? They might
brisket.
have something in there to where you can have a camera in there and you can kind of watch it.
I actually have an app on my phone where.
What?
There is an app on my phone. I have a Traeger and I have a Masterbuilt.
Right.
And there is an app on my phone that while I can't see it physically cooking, it tracks the temperature for me. So like if I'm sitting here, I can press my app and I can go, Joique, you wanted me to make some ribs. Right now they're at 182 degrees and they seem to be stalled. And like the app's on your phone. Like really and truly. It's freaking awesome.
That's essential. That's
It
essential.
is. Seriously, if you enjoy this stuff, yes, it is. I'm sorry, it's essential.
You know what else is essential?
Oh boy, what else is essential, Joique?
Northwestern Tech. Start a new career in the industry that is always essential, the heating and cooling industry. Learn more today by visiting northwesterntech.edu. Joique Bell, Sean Baligian, Woodward Sports, stay tapped in.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our number one priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
You know, it's amazing because you can do everything like on these phones now. Are you guys aware of that? Like you can do everything on these phones. Like I'm setting my fantasy baseball lineup right now. There are a slew of early games, and so I have to make sure who is starting and who is not starting. It's amazing what you can get on these phones. Are you guys aware of that? Are you? No?
Everything on the phone.
Yeah, it's amazing how that works out.
Dating apps. Art uses that. Hey, what's your Tinder name? Art, for the people.
Big Burly Boy.
Matt said, yes, I have that app as well. Game Changer, smoking meat from the couch. Absolutely. It's great.
Yeah.
It's
what's that name again, Art?
I shouldn't have to say it twice. Big Burly Boy.
Big Burly Boy.
Respect the name.
A lot of swipe lefts.
The crowd goes wild. Joique, I thought you were in my house last night. I swear to God.
This is freaky. Did he tell you this story? You didn't? No. I thought it was you. My first reaction was it Joique? Maybe you came over.
Is this the story you say you wanted to bring?
Yeah, I thought you were over at Joique's house and you wanted to play PlayStation 5 with him. Like that was. When you told me the story, I go, it was Joique.
So I go to bed usually around like 8:30, 9 o'clock. I'm a very old man, and I get woken up by my wife at 2:30 in the morning. She goes, something's under the house, and I take medicine at night to help me sleep, and I'm like in a daze and a half awake.
You take marijuana. Just say you take
Thank
marijuana.
You. It's cannabis, actually. So I wake up in like a stupor, and she's in the bathroom with the light on, and she's looking through the vent, and she's like, something's underneath our house. And I looked at her, and I said, what do you want me to do about it? It's 2:30 in the morning. So she went to go lay back down in bed, and I start stomping in the bathroom, and it stomped back at me through the vents. So I'm thinking to myself, like, what the hell is this? So what do? I stomp one more time. It stomps back and hits the vent, and I just said I'm going to bed. And I went to bed. My wife's taller than me. She could fight that battle. I got to get up early for work. I ain't got time for this bullshit.
Talk about being a man of the house.
Yep. What am I going to do? Grab 2 steak knives and
The
start
first
digging?
thing that went through I said it to Art. I go, was it Joique? Joique's underneath the house. But Art, wake up. I want to play you. Art, wake up. It's time for COD.
Listen, I do have guns in my house, but what am I going to do? Point a gun at a vent and say, I'm going to shoot you, vent! Move a gun at him! No! What the hell am I going to do?
It
But
probably
if
was.
it's a baby raccoon, that'd be dope.
It probably was me. Probably thought you were gone.
Are you afraid of critters?
Not raccoons, skunks. I'm not a fan of snakes. Snakes are my thing.
See, don't we all have our kryptonite? Like, is there some critter for you that you just like? Mine's silly, but I think many of you out there know it.
I have
guys.
I have a stupid one. Mine is very stupid. It's not like I'm scared, but it's just like
I'm terrified.
no. So one thing I do is like when I leave the house like at 5 in the morning, I have to raise up my garage. I always think it's something gonna run in my garage as soon as it opens, so I'll try to get in the car first.
Did you imagine Big Joique?
So I get it. I'm like, what if it's like a tiger right there at the?
A tiger!
What if it's a tiger in line outside of my garage door waiting to get in here?
I gotta know this. Joique, are you the type of person that before you get in the shower, you check to make sure no one's in there? Because I can't imagine a big man like you being...
No, I don't have a curtain. It's glass, so. You have
Hashtag
curtains.
poor people shit.
It's glass. So I can just see straight through.
I am the art of cowardice. That's
The art
great.
of cowardice. I love it.
That's awesome.
You know, and I tell Art all the time, he operates at a very low vibration. So everything, he's afraid of everything. That's probably why he got sick, because he was so afraid of COVID that he got hit the worst with it.
What the hell does that even... You operate at a very low vibration, bro. What the hell does that even mean?
Very true. Yeah, you better
I
believe
am. You get rid. I'm terrified of possums. Terrified.
it. Possums.
Like, go ahead. I told you. I knew you'd
What
laugh.
is it? The tail? It's
Now,
like
well, I'll tell the horror story, and it's funny because and Ted, I know it was you. I know it was you. You can deny it if you want.
that's your brother?
No, Ted's a friend of mine, and he's probably watching. I know it was you. It's
Wow.
all, you know what? I kind of feel like Michael Corleone right now. Fredo, I know it was you. All right, so when I was a kid, we used to have this shed in my backyard, right, where we
Right.
kept our bikes and we kept some stuff.
Oh, he put it in.
And you
his.
know, no, the coolest thing, you know, when you're like 13, 14 years old is, ooh, it's like 9 o'clock at night in L-Town and it's just getting dusk. Let's ride our bikes around. Ooh, you
They
know.
let you out in the hood.
I
that late?
walk out to my shed to get my bike, right? And Mama Possum is laying there, like wrapped up. And she's got all her babies nuzzling on her and everything. See, and then you put a picture up. You're just an ass.
I was explaining the story.
And you know what? She looks at me. And it was this sound from hell. This hiss and all these rabid with rabies dripping off her teeth and everything, right? Screwed my life. Like, I'm serious. I'm not
Did you
joking.
turn around?
I'm terrified of possums.
Did you turn around and walk away?
Oh, immediately. I was like, I'm not riding my bike tonight. And then like the next day, like this is a true story. I never kept my bike in the shed again. I kept it behind our, like, we have this patio fence next to the garbage cans because I was never going, that shed and I never made acquaintances again. So this son of a gun, and I know it was you, Ted. I know it was you. He thought it was the funniest thing on earth. He used to put pictures of possums like on my car, and he giggle and all that. He found a roadkill possum and put it on the hood of my car. And I know it was you. You can deny. He denies it to this day, and I know it was him, right? I'm walking out the car to drive to school that morning and everything. I see the possum, and I turn around, go back inside. Sean's not going to school today.
You win this one
I did.
today.
I turned around, went right back inside. My brother, who's 5 years younger than me, comes home from school, and he was like, "What have you been doing all day?" I go, "Yeah, can you go ahead and take that possum off my car?" And he looks at me and goes, "What's wrong with you? It's a dead possum." I'm not going anywhere near it. What? I'm serious. I'm terrified of possums. Terrified.
So if you had a cage with one opossum and another cage with a lion. You're gonna hop in the cage
Hell
with the
yeah.
lion?
Come on, bitch. I'll go like this to the line. Come on. Come and get some.
Hold
I
on,
don't
Art.
like weasels either, Mike. You know that. But
What you got for us,
possum is my deep, dark fear.
Sean, no more weasel fear.
Yeah, we had a weasel loose in my house
We got
a few years
we got
ago.
a weasel loose in here.
We like
Fish like that
legitimately-
one. You like that one, fish?
We literally had a weasel loose
It was
in my
okay.
house about
It was
7
okay.
years ago. It was
I saw you drop your
unbelievable.
head now
It was
with a
weird.
little grin.
No, but possums are I'm terrified.
Yeah, I don't think I have that. I don't think I have that. I think my biggest fear is just take me to the Sahara or I don't really have any. I don't have any.
Jenna said, I can just hear Joique saying, "You don't scare me," and running into his Tesla in the morning. You're afraid a tiger's going to run into your garage, man.
That was I know it'll never happen, but it's that 1% chance.
Yes, Arthur.
I'm ready for it.
I feel like Joique, you have a basement?
No.
Oh, never mind. I could just see Joique like in the middle of the night running up the stairs really quick so he doesn't get eaten by a tiger. You know? But cool.
They'll probably jump to the top. They
daughter-
jump like 14 feet or something ridiculous.
My daughter had this incredible fear of the basement. She had until not that long ago. Had this when we moved into the new house, it wasn't bad, but like at our old house, I mean, she was like 13 years. She did not want to go in the basement.
It probably wasn't finished.
It was weird. No, I mean at the old house it was. It was
Hey,
weird.
did
She was
anybody
terrified.
else who grew up in the hood make it to the game to let someone dog loose and see who it would chase? Nah. You know what we did do as a kid? And we had this part of where I live where you never walked that way. You only rode your bike that way because there was always loose dogs in the area. And so it was a group of us because we all played baseball. We'll all get on our bikes and we'll all ride down the street together. And then we'll get chased by a couple dogs and we'll see which one so we'll all split up and we'll see which one it chases. And we'll be on the bike and as kids, we were doing about 9 or 10. You had to be about 9 or 10. And we would do this like every summer. It was a great time. It was a great time.
We had that German Shepherd in my neighborhood.
Forgot about that.
That the family swore was the nicest dog ever. And it was hysterical because every time anybody went near their house, the dog bit somebody. And the dog took a chunk of my ass. It was awesome. It was great. But he's such a nice dog.
Did he catch you?
He said, yeah, he bit my ass.
How did he catch you?
He's a stupid German Shepherd. I'm an 8-year-old kid. He bit my ass.
We had a dog next door to my grandmother's house. His name was called Chopper. His name was called Chopper. And I remember it's like a big truck. And so my grandparents' driveway was connected to their neighbors. And so they had like a big truck. The neighbors had a big truck that kind of took up most of their driveway. And my grandfather was coming home, and he was pulling into the driveway, and I hadn't seen him all day. So I was running up the driveway to say, Grandpa, Grandpa. And then in the front, my grandmother's front yard is bushes that go all the way up the driveway and connect all the way to the sidewalk to walk up to the front. So fast forward. Let me turn this down so fast forward, I'm running up the driveway, and out the back of the truck comes Chopper. And I hit the corner so quick, and I ran around the bushes, and it nicked my butt just a tad, and that just gave me an extra burst, and I cut through the bushes, and I ran to my grandmother. She ran down the stairs with a stick. Get away from him, get up. And Grandma saved me. Grammy saved me. Grammy saved me.
Did he break skin when he bit your butt?
No, he caught a piece of my pocket, and when I took off faster and I did that jump cut through the bushes, is when I realized I was destined to be a running back.
It
was at that point in time.
I had a chunk out of my butt.
No, they didn't.
That was great.
He nipped it just a little bit, and I turned up. I was out.
All right. Yes, Arthur.
Can I ask what was the over/under for chunks of butts that you had ripped out? Maybe that's a thing on.
That was a terrible segue.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna stop.
Horrible.
I'm just gonna stop.
Baseball and basketball season, they're very long. And with up to 400 potential matches a month, you can make each and every one matter by having skin in the game with mybookie.ag. Now, whether you're placing a wager on your favorite team, player, or just looking for kicks, MyBookie gives you the best odds and tons of options to make all your favorite sports a heck of a lot more exciting. You can bet on, for example, hockey. Take advantage of the odds. Stanley Cup playoffs starting in 5 days, not 6 days, not that I'm counting. Or hit up the MyBookie Casino for the full-fledged experience where weekly blackjack tournaments give you and your friends a crack at prize pools up to $50,000. Go to mybookie.ag, sign up now, and use promo code Woodward to get your first deposit matched up to $1,000. Let them know that we sent you, so use our promo code Woodward to get that free deposit bonus and start your day off with a W. You can bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. I have a question for Joique when we come back.
I have a question for you when we come back.
Disgruntled teammate, not just a disgruntled teammate, the absolute positive face of your franchise wants out. Can it be salvaged? We'll get the thoughts when we come back. This is Woodward Sports.
Hey guys, I'm D-Mac.
Hey guys, I'm Pilar.
That was a little slow.
Right.
Hi, I'm D-Mac.
I wasn't ready. I was doing this.
Hi, I'm D-Mac.
Hey, I'm Pilar.
I'm Maz.
You're lit. Hi, I'm D-Mac.
I'm Pilar.
I'm Maz. We suck.
You suck.
Catch us Monday to Friday, 3 to 5.
Every day right here on The Hook.
On Woodward Sports Network.
Well, gentlemen, first, you said you had a question for me when we came back. So before I give you my quandary, how could I help you, Mr. Bell?
And so before we talked yesterday, and we talked about your favorite sport.
Yes.
And your favorite sport is hockey.
Yes.
My favorite sport is obviously football. Who do you think has the best playoffs? Hockey or football?
I am 100% biased. I don't think there's anything better than a best-of-7 Stanley Cup playoff series.
And I don't think it's a do or die. I don't think there's anything better than a do or die NFL playoff game.
I'm not going to argue with you too much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a matter of opinion.
Do
To
or
me,
die.
here's do you know what is unbelievable? Game 7 of the Stanley Cup playoffs goes into overtime. I don't know if there's any, because the game can be over in an instant, and it can happen in a myriad of ways, and we all wax poetically about how great it is, but the truth is, if your team is playing in it, you're absolutely miserable. You are miserable. It is awful. You have tummy aches. You have migraines. It's terrible. It's not an enjoyable experience. And you
Until
know,
after it's over.
Afterwards, if you win, oh, what a great night.
But you know what they say?
I don't want anybody near me. Don't text me.
Pain is pleasure.
Don't call me.
Pain is pleasure.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the S&M
The
thing
more,
set up
the more
downstairs.
pain,
right
listen,
next to
the
my
more
damn
pain
TV.
it brings, the more
Sons
you
of bitches.
appreciate it at the end.
To me, there's
The more you appreciate it.
overtime playoff hockey and the finality of it in a second. There's nothing like it.
What about overtime in the NFL game?
Yeah, but there's usually like that build up. There could be a drive. I mean, unless you score, like Tebow beat the Steelers, I remember, like that. Do you remember when Tebow threw a pass across the middle? I think it was Demaryius Thomas.
Yeah, was it the first play?
Yeah, I think it was the first play,
Yeah, I
wasn't
think
it?
it was the first
mean, it was crazy. But like in hockey, it's just a lot of times you don't even see it coming. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you see this beautiful play, and you're like, I know how this is going to end. But I'll give you an example. And I know I told this story because this is when my dad thought he was Inspector Clouseau. I was watching a playoff game with a towel underneath the door of my room because I was supposed to be in bed the previous 2 hours, with the TV on but the volume down.
And you had the blanket over the TV so the light wouldn't go under the door?
I had the towel under the bottom of the door.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So, in 9 seconds, the Canadians won the game in overtime. I yelped. And I was like, oh, shit. And he comes down the hall, and he slams open the door, and he goes, I can't, this is why your grades suck. You're up late. And then, again, Sean, just shut your mouth and take the L for that moment.
For that night.
I can't do it.
I've been doing this the last 2 years.
That's exactly it.
Come on, Sean.
That's what a dumbass.
Come on.
He goes, I think you forget what I do for a
But
living.
living.
And I go, well,
it-
you're so great, Cluso. I've been doing this for the last 2 years. Just shut your mouth and take the L. I can't
You know what
do
it was? You know what it was?
Yeah.
You know what it was? It was your pride.
That's exactly it.
It was your
I had
pride.
to let him know I've been getting over on him.
How old were you when you did that?
15.
15?
15.
Oh, you only had 2 more years in the house, so you was good.
Yeah.
You can deal with
so,
it.
I mean, if that was, but no, it just.
Hey, Art, did
it
you ever
just
do that with your
happened.
dad?
Thank you, Fish. Did I ever do that? No, I would have got my ass beat. I lived in the middle of the woods, though. What am I going to sneak out and play with deer all night? Like, what? No, I never snuck out or did anything crazy like that.
What a boring
No,
boring
it's.
life.
I mean, and
respectful.
it's a question
Huh?
for all you guys as well. Do you guys
Boring.
what's your favorite thing? When you're talking about the playoffs, there is an intensity and something in the air for baseball playoffs. There just is.
It is.
Like being in Comerica Park for so many baseball games. There's a great feeling, and the bunting on the stadium facade and everything. It's awesome, but for me, nothing compares to the Stanley Cup playoffs. There's
And
extra
you know what it
juice
is?
for me.
And I think that you were in your prime of being, because you love your wings. You love your wings.
Mm-hmm.
But in your prime, they were successful, so that made you love them more.
A lot of that happened. Yeah, a lot.
So people that are Lions fans, they might not have that same opinion. But for me, I love the NFL playoffs. I love watching good games. I love watching games, say the Packers and New England this past year. I honestly, not New England, but Tampa. Mm-hmm. And I honestly thought that Green Bay had it. I thought they had it. I was pulling for Mike Weber. I'm not going to say I was pulling for the Packers. But I was pulling for my little bro, and I thought it was, going to be a better game than that. But I see why Aaron Rodgers won out. I see why he wants out. And do you think that can be salvaged? You think what he's going through there can be salvaged?
I'm gonna defer to you here because I'm a big fan, Joique. I've said this before to you. If I was a general manager and a guy says he wants out, I would do everything I could to accommodate him, but not to the detriment of my team.
I hear you.
would, Joique. All right, here.
But
I'm going to be general manager. You be player, okay?
But I'm not talking about that though. I'm talking more so because Aaron Rodgers, he's a classy guy. All right. He's a classy guy, and so for him to come out,
he's kind of an oddball, isn't he? He's a little off. That's what I heard.
I like
Okay.
Aaron. I like Aaron.
All right.
So
I think he's tremendous.
so
He's one of the best quarterbacks I've ever seen.
Yeah, and I
Period.
love that. I mean, he holds his coaches, he holds the people in the building accountable. And when you're a player of that caliber, you can do that. So for him to come out and say that publicly, this is something that's been on his mind for a while. This is not something that overnight he thought about it. And you know what? I'm going to let the world know tomorrow. He probably had this thought last year, or probably even the year before that.
It's been out there.
And nothing's changing to the point to where he feels they're building a team around him that's going to help him make it to another Super Bowl, another championship. And obviously he's not happy there. And so if this has been going on for quite some time and he has no guaranteed money, nah.
You got to remember at the end of the day, it's a business. And if I'm a general manager and Joique, you tell me you want out, the first thing I would do is I would schedule a face-to-face with you, and I'd say, point blank, Joique, can this be salvaged? Nope. Okay. Well, listen, Joique, I don't want guys around that don't want to be here. I hope you take that for respect. I don't want you or anybody else who doesn't want to be here around.
And when is this contract over? When does the contract
Doesn't
up?
he have like 3 years left? I don't remember right off the
me
top
outta
of my
there.
head. I apologize.
Yeah.
But Joique, with that being said, I'm not going to give you away because that hurts my team. It's a business. I'll do everything I can to accommodate your trade.
Who can afford Aaron Rodgers right now? And what are you willing to give up for him?
Allegedly Denver, allegedly San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe not so much San Francisco now after the draft. But allegedly Denver. And that's why Aaron has to understand this is where the business side comes in. And most of you guys understand that there is a business side to this. I'm not just going to grant you your wish and hurt my team. I have an incredible stock sitting right here. Okay? Well, why would I sell low with that stock? Right? I'm going to sell high. I'm going to get the very most that I can get. And if I can't get something that helps my team, you know what? Aaron, I don't know what to tell you, bro. You're stuck here.
Man,
and
honestly,
if he decides to retire, that's on him.
I'm going to tell you right now, the team that I would have loved him to go to is the team that I would have liked for Stafford to go to. It's D.C., Washington football team. I think that'd be a great piece. And with that team and that front seven on that defensive side, they can be the usual suspect. They can be a usual suspect, Sean.
I can see that.
I can. And so for Aaron, I don't think it can be salvaged. And if it could, it would have been. And so I don't know what's been going on behind the closed doors, but if he wants out, he wants out.
I'm going to use you as and obviously no disrespect to you.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers' stature is more important. Did you feel like it was necessary if Martin Mayhew or Bob Quinn drafted a running back? Was that something that you wish they called you? Hey, Joique, we want you to know we took this running back. You're still our guy, but we want you because evidently that was, at least what you're hearing, that was the final straw. When they drafted Jordan Love and didn't consult with Aaron Rodgers first or tell him, Aaron, you're the man, but we're going to draft this kid in a couple of years. Hopefully the team is his and all that shit. Is that something you would get agitated about?
All right, so yes and no. In my predicament, no, because I kind of knew what it was after my season. I kind of knew what it was, and they actually called me into the office and we spoke. I would say Aaron Rodgers' situation is a little bit different because even if they did draft a quarterback high, it wouldn't decipher his playing time because you got to think when he got drafted, when he got to the Green Bay, he was behind Brett Favre for another 3 years before Brett Favre ended up leaving. And so even with that being the case, if they wanted to draft a quarterback and have him under Aaron Rodgers to kind of learn the same thing Aaron Rodgers learned when he was under Brett Favre, I mean, I think that would have been that was a great business move on their part. If he didn't get a call or they didn't talk to him about it and he just felt, I want to be a part of this process, he's one of those players, those caliber type players where he deserves that right. He deserves that right. And it could be a similar situation.
Courtesy.
It's a professional courtesy, and at the same time, it could be something similar to what Deshaun Watson's going through.
Yeah.
You know, but the difference is they didn't promise him that he'll be a part of that process. And
Aaron does have a couple more years on his contract. He's UFA 2024. So, I don't know, Joique. The disgruntled player aspect, and we're going to break in a second.
Yeah.
The disgruntled player aspect, it's easy for me to sit here, fish, art, stick, whatever the case may be. You guys are in the room. I mean, how much is there a toxicity in the room? Is that something that comes into the room where, you look at that guy and you go, Stick doesn't want to be here? Like, is that something you guys notice in the room?
I never noticed that in. Well, actually, I have noticed that in Detroit.
Okay.
I have, but
you don't have to mention names. Obviously.
In my earlier years.
Okay.
In my earlier years, and I've also seen that in another locker room on another team later on in my career, in the Bears locker room, and I have seen that, and I've seen arguments break out in meetings with coaches and players. Dysfunctional. All right, and that's cancerous on the team.
Absolutely,
it's cancerous. So, yes, I have seen that, and both teams had losing records. So,
shockingly,
plays a big part.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, I want to tell you about our friends at Sun RV Resort. Sun RV Resorts has over 160 RV and camping resorts in the U.S. and Canada. Guests can enjoy water parks, lazy rivers, mini golf, restaurants, bars, and even Wi-Fi if they want to stay connected. With locations from the Florida Keys, you don't have to go all the way down to Key West, to Myrtle Beach, to San Diego Bay, and Petoskey, guests can enjoy the outdoors at a Sun RV resort. Speaking of disrespect, a player feels disrespected after he was traded. At what point, Joique, is it, this is a business, I know what I got myself into, and is it disrespect? Well, we'll ask a former professional athlete. I bet your show doesn't have a former professional athlete. He's Joique Bell. I'm Sean Baligian. This is Woodward Sports.
We are here, downtown Fenton, my favorite Bridge Street Exchange.
That's right. And you want to switch up your wardrobe this summer? It's this easy. You ready, Joey?
I'm ready.
All right, you ready? I like it. You want to do it again?
Yeah, let's do it again.
All right. Ooh, Brixton. Nice. One more time?
Yes.
Ooh, I like the hat on this one, too. You ready to do it one more time, Joey?
I'm getting tired. One last one.
All right, let's change it. Bro, where's your shirt? You need new clothes this summer. Bridge Street Exchange in Fenton. That's where you need to go. Thank you, guys.
We need a cam on, like, constantly. Because I'm telling you, that the crap that you guys missed during the break.
Can I
that went over my
explain
head.
what
I didn't even-
happened?
Honestly, I didn't think anything of it.
No, Fish, I'm
was
going to
more
let
stuff on
you
the art.
explain what happened. I don't want to misconstrue. I want Fish. Let's go to the aquarium right now. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
Fish. Hi, Fish.
I heard pro athlete, and I assumed it. This is before he said we have a pro athlete right here. We have a pro athlete right here. No other show has that. This is before that, and I just assumed, oh, guest. And I don't know where Sean's headphones are, but I'm assuming they're in the closet over there, so I was gonna have to run and grab it. So I'm like, do we have a guest? And that's when people thought I was taking a shot at Joique.
The definition of backpedaling.
Stick is really quick. I don't know if you know this. Stick is really quick. And like, immediately he goes, yeah, Joique. Like, and Joique just does this. Just hangs his head and shakes his head.
And I didn't get the joke. I didn't get it. It was the only person who thought it was a shot was Art. I mean, did you think that was a shot, Sean? It could have been a shot. I don't know. I didn't take it as a shot.
It was an involuntary shot. He didn't mean it, but the way that it came out, he was acting as though we were going to have a real professional athlete in here, and he wasn't talking about
It's
you.
funny when you start talking and you always bring it on you at the end of your statement. All right.
His job's not easy, Joique. One of these days, we're getting you in there. Just like the one chip challenge that's coming your way.
Are you gonna do it with me?
Hell no, I'm not gonna do it with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, if Fish does it with me, I'll do it.
Well, I'm not doing it. I don't want to die. I'll do it when I'm 80, when I'm on my deathbed in the hospital, but I won't do it now.
I don't think that would be helpful.
You already signed
why
up
would you
for
want
it.
to die a gruesome death?
I told you 10 times yesterday, Joique. You sure you want to do it?
Why would you want to die?
And you said,
death?
yeah, I'll do it.
I'll do
One
it.
chip challenge is no big deal.
Yeah.
So
Is anybody
you're
else
getting
gonna- 'cause
you're
I'm
getting
not-
a one chip challenge
Yeah,
from
I mean,
Makazi.
everybody here. I'm working
How
with
about
them.
Mike? Let's make Mike do it.
I'll do it.
Mike,
Whoa.
do it right there. That's it.
Mike, you do it with me?
Yeah.
All right.
Aww.
Look at that.
Mike and
Art's
Joique.
not a true friend.
Mike
Art,
and-
don't ever ask me. I'm not bagging you up with Chad anymore.
Sounds good, buddy.
So Marcus Peters, I don't know if you guys heard this. He was on a podcast about his unexpected departure from the Rams in 2019. Quote, bleep them. I still feel like that because I felt disrespected. Y'all can trade me, that's part of the business. But 2 minutes after you bring in another guy who does the same bleep I do, well, listen. And of course, in case you don't understand the background, there was a trade between the Rams and the Jags to bring in Ramsey in exchange for a pair of first-round picks and a fourth-rounder. Do you feel that way after trades, or when somebody feels that they're upgrading you? Is there that?
Yeah, it was. No, so for instance, when we parted ways, and they wanted me to take that pay cut, and I told them no, And I didn't tell them no. I said I'll take a pay cut to this, and I won't go any lower than this. And they wanted to retract. They wanted me to take a pay cut of like 70%. And I basically just said, I didn't say F you, but I said, you know what? I mean, I said F you in the most politically correct way. Thank you, but no thank you. And so I ended up leaving the team. We parted ways, and that's when I ended up with the Bears. And then that was the same time they brought in LeGarrette Blount, who does the same thing I do, and pay him $2 million more than what they were going to pay me.
No, he didn't.
At my base salary.
No, he didn't.
And you tell me how that worked out. And LeGarrette Blount is a good back.
Was. Can I give you? I'm going to call me out. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to call me out. I had preconceived notions about LeGarrette Blount. All right, based on some of things that happened in his career, more in the early portion of his career. Mm-hmm. He was one of the nicest guys I ever talked to. Mm-hmm. He was wonderful. He was also shot when he was here. He was done. It was a horrible, horrible move. When they brought LeGarrette in, and I'm not speaking disrespectfully.
No.
Look at his numbers. He was shot. And this is where
I'm
sometimes.
Just saying, but listen, we gave up paying me $2.5 million in the salary cap, and then went and paid him $4.5 million. And all I'm saying is, my numbers.
You wonder why that general manager and coach got fired.
And it's nothing against LB, because that's my guy.
Great guy. I mean,
but
wonderful guy.
As far as a move from the upper management, that's not a move I would have made. To cut me, a guy who had just fought getting healthy through an injury, not even an injury, from surgery that was postponed due to false information given to me, and then came back and got better as the year went on. And by the end of the year, my numbers were solid. And to come in and say, well, this is what we want to do, I felt disrespected. But I understand that this is a business. And it was no ill will, because I know I was going to always work with the team in the future. It was no ill will. Yeah.
Arthur.
Do you ever feel that, like, athletes, either after they leave a team or if there's a trade or something, that they shouldn't go on podcasts? Because we see this all the time, and the man has a right to have an opinion, don't get me wrong. But the backlash that comes from that, it's like...
Hey, listen to me. Freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of consequence, but at the end of the day, that's his right to talk about what he wants to talk about.
1,000%.
If he doesn't care, he doesn't care. And at some point, it becomes more of, am I offending people, or am I speaking my truth? And if you're speaking your truth, and your truth is offending people, then, oh well, that's your truth, right? It's your truth. But when it comes to business, I feel that sometimes you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all, right? And I've always taken that approach. That's why, I don't burn bridges. You never know when you're going to want to work with somebody down the road, right? And so, but at the same time, if I have something on my mind and it's like an inner warfare with me, keeping it to myself or putting it out there to the public, whatever I decide, I just want to make sure that I can sleep with myself at night. And so if I want to put it out there, I'm going to put it out there.
I'm going to try to, you know what? I'm going to try to rationalize the Lions' logic for doing what they did. Okay.
What was it like? You try to. I don't get it.
Okay. I'm gonna
tell you what it was. I'm gonna tell you what it was.
Mm-hmm.
They had just won a Super Bowl the year before, and he played well. He had a good season, so they brought him here.
Had a nose for the goal line, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
That was their rationale. There's no veteran leader, a guy that knew how they wanted things to be done because he came from New England. Okay. The one thing that they did not take into consideration, and I know you and I have talked about this before, this is not a blanket statement about all running backs, but when some running backs are done, they're done. They're done. You were not done. LeGarrette Blount was done. It didn't take long to figure out LeGarrette Blount was done. It just didn't. And you never know when it's going to happen. Eventually, with a lot of running backs, Frank Gore isn't human, so he doesn't count. Adrian Peterson is a cyborg. He doesn't really count. But eventually with running backs, I mean, think about it. Priest Holmes, it was done. Sean Alexander.
Marion Barber.
Done. Marion Barber. Perfect example. You know,
I
these are,
tell you another freak.
Who?
Beast Mode.
Oh, I'm sorry. Larry Johnson. When it's over, yeah, Larry was done.
Yeah, no, he was
Larry
done. What I'm saying, Beast Mode was one of those guys. He could have kept playing. If he wanted to.
Yeah. Larry Johnson was. I mean, and like it's weird because it's almost like you don't. It's not the gradual. You know, sometimes you
It's
see
just fall
guys
off the
kind of
cliff.
kind of, boop. It was done. Like LeGarrette Blount was done, and it was weird because you got about to the halfway point in the season, and you're like, yeah, he's done. Like you knew, right? But I'm not saying I agree with their rationale. I think you know that. But I bet that was their rationale. Because if you remember, also at the time, they were having a problem with some of the guys in the room. And they were so dead set on saying, this is the Patriot way. This worked in New England. We're going to replicate what we did in New England. And it was stupid.
But, you know, that's what people do in general. So they'll go to a certain team and they'll pick up on certain habits, and then they will try to retrofit this formula and try to add in what they feel would be better in certain predicaments. And when you go to different teams, you have to take into account the players that you're putting into that formula, right? The Patriots way was bringing in players who kind of fit their scheme versus making a scheme fit a player.
Absolutely.
All right. And your favorite thing to say, trying to put a square in a circle hole.
Shout out to Joe Lombardi this morning. Best of luck with the Chargers. Jerk.
What?
But other than that, Lombardi's the OC of the Chargers, and I wish them all the best.
You know what? But you know, and Coach Lombardi was a very smart coach.
He was.
He was a very smart coach.
He was the smartest
man in the room. Yeah, there you go. He was a very smart coach, and just we didn't fit that scheme as a team.
No.
But his scheme did work with the Saints. So you can't say his scheme didn't work.
No, but Joique,
it just didn't work here.
Joique, his failure was to say he didn't have those pieces. So you have to make your scheme work for the players. Because at the end, players make plays. I've never seen a scheme run out on the field. Did you see that tackle by the scheme? This little piece of paper running down the field and chopping your legs out from underneath you. You know what you see? I watched Joique Bell make plays. I watched Joique Bell. Play that hurdle video of Joique. I watched Joique Bell hurdle would-be tacklers. I don't see this piece of paper. Look at me, wee. No.
You ever heard?
Stupid.
Have you ever heard the saying of coaches putting players in position to make plays?
1,000%. You're right.
Right, and so that's what that paper does. If that paper doesn't put that safety there on that play, he's not there to be able to make that play.
You know what I felt? You tell me if I'm wrong.
Guideline.
I felt he was constantly asking many of his pieces to do things that weren't exactly in their skill set. That's what I felt. And your offense suffered because of it.
And then at what point did you say, you know what, I want to elevate my player's game to this? I know you can do this.
When they fired his ass.
I know you can do this. I know you can do this. But what happens if you add this to your game?
Honest to goodness, when Jim Bob Cooter came in, the change was immediate. It really was. Yeah. You guys nearly ended up making the playoffs that year after starting, 1-7?
Started 1-7 and should have finished 8-0. We should have finished 8-0, but that ghost, don't get me started, because that'll take up the rest of the show. That ghost face mask.
I still see that play.
That ghost face mask that they called face mask on, and then they played it. He didn't go near his helmet.
Here's the funny thing. I need to remind myself. I'm talking to a guy who lived what I'm talking about. So I'm going to defer to you. You tell me your offense was stagnant and inconsistent. You came in, brought Jim Bob Cooter in, and you guys immediately
instantly. Offense changed, but what happened was Jim Bob Cooter came in as the passing coordinator, and Curtis Mockins came in as the rushing coordinator, and so Coach Mockins.
Piece of paper.
So I don't know if you knew this, but did you know that Coach Mockins was in charge of all of the run plays?
I did.
and then Jim Balcuda was just doing all the passing.
Yeah.
So they kind
I
of
did.
worked. So they
Yeah.
worked together, and so
They open up the offense and put you guys in positions to succeed.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's that simple, which is
And-
what every gosh damn
I remember-
coordinator should do.
and I liked it because
Get
coaches
mad.
will hold other coaches accountable on the sideline, not after, like on the sideline during the
Good.
game, holding them accountable. And so I used to like that about the Lions when I played there. Everybody was holding everyone accountable, players holding other players accountable. But first of all, they held themselves accountable first.
Good. Absolutely. Hi, Arthur.
We got to go to break soon. Joique, don't make fun of me for asking this question, but
Yeah.
do you ever watch videos like this? Because I pulled up another highlight of yours. Do you ever watch this and like think to yourself, like, damn, that's me. Like, that's me. Because I couldn't
Art, that's a
imagine.
good question.
I haven't had like a really awesome
I'm gonna
life
tell
when
you
it comes
now
to like
on
great
this on that
sports
particular
moments.
play, honestly, I was on my
Look at
Le'Veon.
played I swear.
Yeah.
You gotta rewind that.
yeah.
Look at
And so
I can watch it over and over because it's against the fucking Bears.
That's why I grabbed it.
Go ahead.
And I remember I was on my Le'Veon Bell. I was being patient and nowhere to go. And once I broke that first tackle from that D lineman and I saw that safety coming down, I knew he wasn't going to tackle me. It was just something I knew he wasn't going
This
to
is a
tackle
great
me.
view. Let me see this view. All right, so Joique, what are you seeing right now?
All right, first of all, they run out late, and so they're not even ready.
Pause it, Art.
And so I
Can you
think
pause it? All right, go
All
ahead.
right, let me see. Hold up. Is this inside zone? And so I don't want to run back door because they're overloaded backside. I'm looking at that middle linebacker. He's backside.
You have
And-
Chet Privet in front of you. Do you like that? I threw that.
Who?
Chet Privet,
No, that's
Wayne
not
State
Chet.
fullback.
No.
He came in after you, but go ahead.
Oh, yeah. But that's Jedediah Collins, who came from New Orleans. And I know that more than likely the hole is going to open up to the left. So let it play out. So the linebackers, they overflow to the left. And they kind of get lost in the mix. And I just stay back and I just let the play develop. And nothing opened up, so I just cut it out. And I had to play well because I was suspended for the first quarter of that game. So I had to.
What were you suspended for? Are we allowed to talk about it?
Yeah, it was so basically when you're here, when it's a home game, players leave the team hotel like at 4 or 5 in the morning to go home to sleep in their own beds. All right. And so this particular day, I had my son and I had my son there, and like at 4 or 5 in the morning, I couldn't sleep. And so I went up there with my son and my girlfriend. I just stepped in the room with them. I couldn't see him on my phone. And so one of the security guard goes to my room like at 5 in the morning and checks that I wasn't in my room and tells the coach. And I told the coach, like, I didn't leave the hotel, just went upstairs with my girlfriend and my son. And I was upstairs. He was like, yeah, don't worry about it. You know, you have to start the first quarter and we'll handle the rest when we get back. And I said, okay, no problem. And that's what the conversation was, nothing more. And he knew I wasn't a bad guy. You know, I was one of his, I got fined $20,000 for that. $20,000. $20,000 for that. Fined 20 minutes. But, and he said, and he even said that, I know guys go home, but, this is a away game. And so.
I was crying about my $500 deductible yesterday.
I got fined 20 minutes for that.
We've got to go to break, but I want to hear how do you?
All right, we'll go to break, Art, because you keep saying this. Let's go to break. Hey, guys. Yeah, hold up. But before we go to break, I want to talk to you about finances since I lost $20,000. But you can write it off on your taxes, so I got it back. All right.
Can I write my impending insurance skyrocketing off on my taxes?
But you know what you can't write off? When was the last time you checked your interest rate? If it's over 3%, you need to call Hall Financial for a free 5-minute mortgage checkup and tell them that Woodward Sports sent you. Hall Financial is fast and they do all of the heavy lifting. Go to davidhallmortgage.com now to get started. Hey, Hall Financial, lower payments, better options, and more personal attention. Hey, Joique Bell, Sean Baligian, Woodward Sport, stay tapped in.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We are recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10.5 months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire a graduate of Northwestern Tech. Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
And so we were talking about that last play against the Bears, but I think they had like a rookie linebacker running out at the very last second, and I don't even think he got the play. So they were literally just out there. They were just out there, and so I took advantage of it. Yeah, they don't know what's going on.
Look at you cut it back. That a boy.
Yeah. There you go, big boy.
That guy's just reaching for air.
Yeah. They wanted to cut that guy paycheck.
Yeah, you know what? Can I go back? Because that almost looks like a business decision to me. It almost does. Can you play that one more time, Art?
What looks like a business
Watch
decision?
at the very end. Watch this. It's not quite an Olay, but
Yeah. He like,
yeah, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
That's a business decision.
He was a little young fella. You ain't get the Blade Icewood in there? Oh, what are you doing, Art? Hey.
What is that?
The Blade Icewood. So that's
that
like
cod?
that's the Detroit all right, so that's a Detroit staple, like in the hood. Like everyone knows the Blade Icewood. So if you even go out of town, and you happen to be, say you go to Miami, you're on the beach and they have music blasting, or you at Club Live in Miami, you can always tell a Detroit person by doing that dance.
Can I do this? Are you ready?
So it's 1, 2, 3, just 1, 2, 3. But it's not so stiff. So it's just real smooth and real fluid.
All right. Can I try? All right.
It's real fluid. You got to put a little, put a little lean, put a little,
Okay.
put a little lean with it.
Some lean into it. You
Put
ready?
lean to the side a little bit. No. Don't move your whole body. Just your arms.
God.
Just.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
You ready? You ready?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
And you're doing that on purpose at this point.
Yeah, you're not folding a towel.
You're doing this on purpose now.
All right. No. All right. I'm gonna try really hard.
Respect
now.
the Blade Icewood.
Yeah,
Ready?
for real. You could be in. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of like a call. So if you ever do that in public, like somewhere, you're not here, and like it's a gang of people
What does
around
that
you,
mean?
and you do this,
I'm not gonna get beat up, am I?
no, you might have
No,
people
but
come
in
running
all
out to come
honesty-
help you.
In all honesty, like not joking around, like the man's a legend of Detroit. He got shot and
shot.
came back and rapped while in a wheelchair. He's a legend. I would just be careful with how you address him unless it's respectfully because he has family around and he's a Detroit legend.
All
Like,
right. So I can't.
No.
so I shouldn't do that.
No. You can
No,
do it.
you can. You
No,
just
you
gotta
can't
do it
do
respectfully.
Do it respectfully.
Then forget it. I'm not gonna do
well,
it.
Sean's on
Justin
the no-fly
LeBoy.
zone.
Justin LeBoy, respectfully.
Go back to Livonia, Sean. You're on the no-fly zone.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
But can I
Don't
ask
worry.
you? Can I ask you, Joique, when you get those fines? I've always wanted to know, like as a fan of the sport, do they take it?
That was my only fine in semi. That was my only fine for something like that. Wait, what? You had guys who will miss our entire day, meetings, walkthrough, practice, and they get fined $27,000.
Here's my question: how does it does it come out of your paycheck? How does that work?
Yeah, they take it out of your paycheck.
Can you imagine a $20,000 cut out of your paycheck?
Yeah, it's like losing 15 cents.
I mean,
Some of these paychecks. You
I'm
kidding
not
me?
I'm not gonna tell you what my check was, but it was a little dent.
Can I ask you, was it more than your crypto balance you showed me the other day?
No, it was nowhere near that.
Oh, really? I don't know numbers and figures in the NFL. I don't.
Yeah,
you
that's
make
probably-
more than $20,000 a year. You're rich to me.
All right, can I? You know what? A dirty little secret that people don't know, and Art, Joique, you can obviously speak on this more than I can. These guys aren't paid for the year. They aren't paid every 2 weeks. Okay, there's not a check going in being deposited into Mr. Bell's account every 2 weeks, right?
No.
Do you know what they get? They get 16 game checks, and then you're done. That's it. The year's over.
The year's over.
They're
There's only one team. It's only one team, right? And that's why a lot of players go. You give them all this money at once, so you get these big checks. You have guys. I've seen guys get $1 million checks.
Ugh.
I mean, my check wasn't $1 million, but it was a good check. 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 But you have guys get $1 million checks, and they get that from a span from September until the first week of January, and then you're done all the way until September.
That's it.
Now you have one team in the NFL who tried this method where they were paying players I think either once a week or every other week from September all the way to April. Titans. It was Tennessee Titans.
Did it work out or no?
It worked out for them. It worked out for him.
I've gotten used to. I mean, again, we're creatures of habit. The every other week pay period is fine. That's fine with me. Absolutely.
So I'm not trying to pry into your personal business at all, Joique, but if I wanted to and I wanted to find out how much you made per game, you grab the salary and divide it by 16? That's literally, like, that's how players get paid? That's nuts to me. That's like teacher. Like, I realized the other day I found out when you're a teacher.
I can't believe you just said
No,
that.
I didn't mean like salary-wise. I'm not trying to compare gigs at all.
What did he say?
He goes, that's like teachers.
No. Like with teachers, they only get paid for when they're in school, but you can
so
also
they don't get paid in the summer.
Here comes the teachers union.
Oh.
No, they don't
screwed.
they don't get paid during the summer. It sucks.
No,
Yeah.
but they can, though. I didn't realize that. You can opt in to get paid during the whole summer, or you can get paid during the school year, and that's it. I didn't know that. That's what I was saying.
I was at a place that offered us once a month.
Yeah.
And instead of getting the every other week thing, they were like, you can pick the 15th or the 30th. Do you want it once a month? And you know what? I went to once a month, and I switched it within a couple months. It was just, I think it was just a weird change and everything. So instead I went to, theirs was 15 and 30. You got to check on 15 and 30 every month as opposed to every other week. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like here, we get the check every other Friday, right? And then there's another check that comes in, but that's a different story for a different time.
Okay.
Just on the 20th. That's perfect. You know what? Sometimes just put the whole damn check in and forget about it. And sometimes I'm like, nah, I'm going to keep this because I need to go buy about $500 worth of meat and all that. So it works out well. Arthur.
One more question. I'm just intrigued by this, but I don't mean to pry into your life.
Yeah.
Have you ever witnessed another teammate get that check and be broke by the next one? Because that seems to me like when you're an athlete, we hear about it so much about them not being able to afford anything after they retire.
No.
Do you know what it is? Most
They
of the
mean like broke by the time they we
like
get paid. We got paid every week.
NFL athlete.
I knew a player who was playing for free the whole season. I know because he had to pay money back to another team.
Oh.
And so he was playing for free for like a whole year, and he was playing free for a part of the next season, and he didn't start getting paid, I think, until like the end of the season, or it was something like that. But he was playing for free for a certain amount of time. Now, it was his money he had to pay back, but it was money that he already had in his bank account too. He just didn't pay out of his bank account. He paid it off playing.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Huh?
No, I agree. I think that's...
Yeah, why would you, and so that's kind of what he did.
You know what it is? What I found in Joique, you've probably known some guys. I mean, the cautionary tales of athletes, they, it's what they do outside of the span of a week. It's what buddy Art, I need to take care of my buddy Art. Well, then I have 15 my buddy Arts.
Well,
and I have my parents. And then the next thing you know, you've overextended yourself and you're millions of dollars in debt.
Well, you know what's crazy? Because during the season, it's not when you're spending the most money. It's in the off season when you start to spend the most money. And so in the season, you're practice, you're studying, you're training, and then you might go out once a week on a Sunday, on a Friday night or Sunday after a game. You might go out one of those 2 days. But for the most part, you're going to spend your money in the off-season traveling, going to go see family, buying new toys, or you might be doing different programs. I don't know. So, but you spend your most money in the off-season, and that's a fact.
You know what's amazing, though? Like, Art, and it's funny because this is exactly... I think the average person doesn't understand that you guys are paid 16 times a year.
Yeah.
Like, so I can't tell you how many.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I can't tell you. That's why I'm glad that we brought it up.
I thought you got it all as one lump sum.
Yeah, but
honestly.
A lot of people said, wait a second, don't they stretch that out over 12 months? No. They get 16 checks. Yeah. Oh, by the way, let me add this. When they play these preseason games that we all call meaningless, right? Mm-hmm. They aren't getting checks for that.
Wait, what?
For preseason?
Yeah.
We get checks. We get paid.
Yeah, but not...
They're nowhere near what we get paid. So, and that's another reason why I don't mind only playing 3 preseason games, because you don't get paid for them.
And it's funny. It's longtime Lion fans might remember Jay Stu. James Stewart was set to play one series of the 4th exhibition game. One series. That's all they were going to play him. First carry of the game, blew out his knee. His career was over. True story. The name of my show years ago, when I was on a radio station in town, was "It Is What It Is," and it came from James Stewart. And it was funny because when he found out, he laughed and he goes, "You're such an idiot." Like, great guy. Jay Stewart, just a great guy. But think about that, Joique. He's a guy that came here. We had some expectations for him. He was supposed to fit, the new Mooch offense, hand and glove, everything. Meaningless fourth exhibition game. Meaningless. Everybody knew he was going to play one series. One carry, blew out his knee. Not season over, career over. Talk about suck.
Unfortunate.
That just sucks. Hopefully Jay Stu's doing well. Great guy. Nice guy.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
God.
That's why I think everybody feels the same way that you do.
Why did they play him in the fourth preseason?
2 exhibition games. Can we do that? Because it was dumb. That's the
Why
fourth.
would
the
they
fourth
play?
It's meaningless. It's absolutely meaningless.
My second year, I started in the fourth preseason game. My only time starting in New Orleans, and it felt good running out of that tunnel in the Superdome, Mercedes-Benz Superdome. It was dope. Never play your star players. Never. What is it, Art?
I'm sorry. You know what? There's not many times where fans get to get a little insight and look behind the curtain. And I was just going to bring this up. Pat McAfee, according to Jake here on YouTube, said McAfee said apparently you don't just get free team gear. They get like a set of workout gear and their uniforms. Beyond that, they have to buy that. Is that true?
Say it again. The last part.
Yeah. Do you have to buy your own gear? Like you get a set of workout gear and your uniforms, and after that you have to pay for whatever?
No.
Okay.
No.
So there's a little Wikipedia fact or fiction. People are on YouTube asking questions and want to know. I want you to prove them wrong.
It's a good question.
No, it's a good question. The only thing that you have to pay for, when you after the game you want to do a jersey swap with another player on the other team, they make you pay for the jersey.
Did you do any?
Yeah.
Wait, who do you got? Can I see your room?
Yeah. Freddie J. I got Freddie J. Your guy.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I got Freddie J. Yeah, sign it for me and everything. I got CJ Spillers.
Can I buy it?
Huh?
Can I buy Freddie J's?
No, because it says something like he put like a little
To
quote
Joique.
and put down the little bro.
I can grab some masking tape.
And you're not little bro.
To my BFF Sean.
Yeah. But I have Freddie J's. I have Chris Ivory's, CJ Spillers. I swapped out with Calvin after I think his second to last home game where we played the Rams.
That's cool.
Swapped out with Reggie's at the end of the season. Levy, Jacoby Jones.
Okay.
I got Jacoby Jones, and I got a couple more. Melvin Ingram. Oh, one of my favorites, Eric Berry.
Yeah.
One of my favorite, Eric Berry, and then Greg Jennings.
So do you have like a room where like they're all in like
their
frames
it's set
and
up.
everything?
It's set up.
Yeah.
It's set up. Oh,
Can I say this before we go to break? It's funny how Sean has no problem inviting us over to hang out, be friends. I've invited you to the trailer, and for some reason you won't.
All right,
even
real
go
quick
to
before we get into this, I wanted to talk about revert back, and we'll talk about when we come back from break, because I'm never going to invite Art over. Real quick.
That's settled.
Settled. So real quick, we're talking about how players get paid. Once a week, every other week. I want to talk about the players who want to start switching their payments from USD over to Bitcoin when we come back. So
I have your economic moment as well, so stay tuned for that.
Stay tapped in. You don't fumble the ball at work. Hey, Joique Bell, Sean Baligian. See you guys next weekend.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, Bell's soft. Wait till it comes to New Zealand. Swore that
Bridge
out.
Street Exchange, downtown Fenton. I'm trying to find me a shirt. Ooh, look at these swimming shorts. What are you doing over there, Stick?
I'm trying to find me a drink. Ooh, look at these bonfire bitters.
Ready for summer.
Let's go.
What up, Doe? Glad you could join us. That was a kind of a good what up, Doe. I felt it. Was that one? Art shaking his head no. That was kind of a good what up, Doe, wasn't it?
It was too quick. What up, Doe? What up, Doe?
What up, Doe?
Like, you said it kind of quick.
Joique, you don't like that? What up, though? You don't like that? How about what up, though? Because I'm trying to do the inflection thing. What up, though?
That was good.
It's never going to work.
What is up, though?
It's just never going to work.
Okay, I want to get into the.
Can I read this
You know, it
before
wasn't
you
bad.
get into it?
It wasn't bad.
No, I want to read this before you get into it about your little dodgy dog cone.
Dodge.
Whatever that.
Doge.
What the hell it's called. No, there was a story today. Gosh damn it. Wouldn't you know it? I'm looking. There it is. I found it. Okay.
You got it. It should be in our group chat.
No,
Everything's there, obviously.
A $1,000 bet on Doggy Coin to
Doge.
start 2021.
Doge or Dodge.
Like if I listened to Joique on January 1st, 2021, listen, Sean, you got to get in this thing. Whatever, Joique. No, really, you got to get into this thing. All right, I'm going to throw $1,000. I'm going to throw $1,000 at it. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
If $1,000 was placed on Doge to begin the year, it would now be worth more than $100,000. I would have made $100,000 in 5 months. To put that in perspective, according to this story on Yahoo Finance, the U.S.
I've been saying it.
The U.S. Census Bureau reported that the average American household income is at $69,000. And that same $1,000 bet on Dogecoin could have delivered about 1.5 times the average household income in just 5 months. You'd have made $100,000 with a $1,000 investment. How you doing? I'm regret. I hope you're enjoying your Wednesday afternoon here.
You know what's crazy?
On Woodward Sports.
And this is the crazy thing here, right? How me and Sean and the people in the studio can sit here and say we can kick ourselves in the head. Not really, because I want people to understand we're still in the infant stages of this new industry, this new cryptocurrency, this new form of currency. We're in the infant stages, right? We have about 7 billion people on this planet. There's only about 500 to 600 people using this new cryptocurrency. And with that being said, that's not even 10% of the total population. So we're kind of similar to what the internet was when it first started. Start off with only about 30, 50 million, then it started to blow up. And now, look, you have over 5 billion people using the internet, probably more than that. And so this is kind of where we are now. So you're going to find more coins, right? We're going to find more coins that's going to come out or do research on more coins that are 0.0001 cent. That may one day be $1 that you can go put $1 in. You can go put $1. No, I'd say you go put $500 in it. All right, and it goes up to $1. You're a millionaire.
I want you to think about this. It's interesting because, Joique, I can't help but think of things. You know, there are the naysayers out there that sit back and go, well, I don't know what the long-term growth is of something like that.
Yeah.
Cool, I just made $100,000. Cool.
Yeah.
And you, as you well know, and it's like this with like
I'm
you
letting
have to
people
know.
I'm letting people know now that Dogecoin or Dogecoin, whatever you want to call it, art, is not a long-term play. Now, cryptocurrency is for sure a long-term play, right? And you know it's long-term when the government is allowing financial institutions to start to invest with it, where you have federal banks starting to gravitate over to the blockchain technology, slowly but surely. People that are CEOs and president of banks telling people not to buy, but behind closed doors buying up all the cryptocurrency that they can. Hedge funds purchasing billions and billions of USD worth of of cryptocurrency, and they're telling us not to do it.
You know what's interesting? It's almost like noted investor Kenny Rodgers once said,
Yeah.
"You have to know when to hold them and know when to fold them."
Yeah.
No, but listen, you know what? I told you this. Do you know what I took advantage of? I took advantage of the European Union. I did. Oh, the European Union's going to work, and it's going to be wonderful, and everybody's, and this is the new world order, and it's going to be one world and all that. And I'm sitting back going, No way in hell this has long-term ramifications. But you know what I'm going to do while everybody is being idealistic and everybody thinks that this is the wave of the future? I'm going to get in, and then I'm going to get the hell out in a couple of years. Because it might not be a couple of years.
When did you do that?
2010. I probably could have stayed in 2 years more, but eventually that was going to come down. And what happened? Brexit. All that stuff.
So my question is, do you think that's going to be the same thing that happened with cryptocurrency?
With cryptocurrency, no. With Dogecoin, when it falls, it's going to fall.
Yeah, it's
hard.
going to fall.
It's going to fall.
It's going to fall. It's for sure going to fall.
That's what.
But it's a quick get in and get out.
Lynn said, invest in silver. That I don't think that's
invest
ever
in silver
going
and
to
gold.
Yeah,
but,
it's never going to.
And I want people to understand that Bitcoin is considered the digital gold, and then Ethereum is considered the digital oil.
What's it called? Ethereum?
Ethereum, yeah. And
wasn't that what they were looking for when they were looking for the Infinity Stones? We need to get to Ethereum. No?
No, that wasn't one of them. What's up, Art?
Do you ever think that there's a possibility that the government gets involved just in America and shuts the shit down?
I don't know what would make you say that, Art. I mean, it's not like they like to intrude on our everyday lives or anything like that.
So this is what the U.S. government has done and what they will do. They're not going to shut down big business, right? They're going to figure out a way to regulate it, and they're trying to figure out ways to regulate it now. That's why you have different
to get their cut.
They get their cut. They want their cut. And so when you look at the platforms that are selling the cryptocurrency, that's who the government is going to go after. They're not going to go after, like for instance, they can't go after Bitcoin because they don't know who created Bitcoin. It's a name out there. Is it Kiyosaki's? Is it Sanataki Kiyosaki or something, like a fake name that was created,
that makes the apps on my phone.
Right. So they don't know who to go after. So what they're going to do, they're going to go after the platforms that are selling these different cryptocurrencies, and then they're going to force these platforms to either A, give us all of your data of your users, or we're going to shut you down in the U.S.
All right, I got to ask you something.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the previous conversation we had. Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia are standing there, and they say, "Joique, we got LeGarrette Blount in the other room. All right, we want to keep you though.
Yeah,
we're not going to give you $4.5 million. It's just not going to happen. Okay, I'm going to give you $2 million from the franchise, and we're going to give you $2 million in cryptocurrency. $4 million. You in?"
I'm for sure in.
Okay.
And the reason I'm for sure in is because I was only slated to make $2.5 million that year, and so I just got $1.5 million in equity.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. No, but
you know what I'm saying?
Joique, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna cost the Lions, make it $500,000 less on the pay scale, but they're gonna put $2 million into your little Bitcoin crypto.
Yeah, and what they and their best option would be to invest in it themselves. So when it's time to make that trade, you're just going in and you're just transferring this over. So while you're sitting there waiting to pay somebody, you're it's kind of like a 401k. It's building over time, and so you're actually making more money off the people that you're paying. You see what I'm saying?
Make your money work for you.
Yeah. So I'm a firm believer that if you do not make money in your sleep, or your money's making you money, then you'll work till you die.
Well, in case you guys did not hear, the Sacramento Kings owner had some interesting comments about the future of cryptocurrency, in particular Bitcoin, that we will get to momentarily here on Woodward Sports. But first, I want to tell you about 8 Mile Vodka. It's born in Detroit, distilled in single 90-liter batches to allow for optimal quality control and care, then carbon filtered, aerated, and bottled at the perfect time to produce a subtle taste with smooth finish and character all its own. It's an exceptional premium vodka that can be chilled and enjoyed straight or mixed to create an exceptional cocktail. Next time you're out, ask your bartender for an 8 Mile Vodka or pick up a bottle at Meijer, and always drink responsibly. So is this the future? A lot of athletes and even owners who know a little something about money seem to think so. We'll get your thoughts next. I'm even money chance I'll be eating ribs on the air earlier. And if anybody around here complains about it, I'm going to say, fuck you. Joique was eating eggs earlier. This is Woodward Sports.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our number one priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
Hello, I'm Sean and he's Joique. How are you today? So glad you could join us.
Oh, thanks, Sean. I'm doing very well.
On
today.
Woodward
Thank you.
Sports.
Are we talking to the? Okay, my bad.
So did you hear this? Sacramento Kings owner said he would be open to paying salaries via Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Okung converted half of his $13 million salary to Bitcoin. Joique, the question that our fine producer
You said who did that?
What's that?
You said who?
Okung.
Okung. Okay.
Yeah. Is this a good idea for players? And your answer to that is a definitive yes.
Yes, it is. I think it is good, and I think it's good to have a portion of it paid to you in crypto, and another portion given to you in just USD. When I look at some of these players and how it's kind of twinkling, it's going into other sports now. And so I look at this soccer player from, he's from Nigeria, but I think he plays in Toronto. And I want to make sure I do not chop his name, but his name is Ifeanyi Akara. He's 23, and he takes half of his paycheck in the form of Bitcoin and the other half in just regular fiat currency. And the reason he does that is because he sends his family back home in Nigeria. He sends it in Bitcoin versus dollar form because the U.S. is just printing money. And whenever the U.S. prints money, it devalues their dollar there. And so they're getting hit hard with inflation. And so instead of sending that, he sends them Bitcoin, and they live off of Bitcoin there. And that kind of what makes this so unique, that I'm able to send my family Bitcoin within a matter of 2 to 3 minutes, and they'll have it all the way in another country. All right. You don't have to go to the bank. You don't have to go through the wiring. You don't have to go through all of the. That's the unique thing about this, though. Bitcoin, it holds value. It's portable, right? Easy to use. If I wanted to send, say, $1 million to my family and friends over in Africa, it's gonna cost me a lot of money to do that in gold. I gotta buy insurance. I gotta pay for the port, for transporting it. It's a lot of fees to go at that. I could send that over to them and have a fee of $50.
Yeah.
Where can you do that at?
Yeah.
Where can you, so that's kind of how Bitcoin, got on the map, along with a lot of different things. And it's mutating, and it's new variables to it every single day. New things are coming out, new upgrades are coming out, and this is only the beginning. We're still in the infant stages.
I want you to know I wasn't laughing at you. I was looking at something that Scott said. He said he sends money back to a Nigerian prince. See, in the early aughts, and Stick is laughing right now, I must have been like on the cover of Tiger Beat in Nigeria or something. I was a hot commodity in Nigeria. I got an email a day from this Nigerian princess that wanted to marry me. And she was really rich, but all she needed was for me to send some money to her, and then if I sent some money to her, then I was going to get all her riches. And I can't tell you how many emails I got from Nigerian princesses asking for my hand in marriage. It was incredible. I didn't know I was a hot commodity in Nigeria.
Should have
What
took
was
a
this?
chance.
Do you
on
remember
that?
that scam that was going on? See, you were probably, again, this is around, Stick, what would you say? 2002, 2003? Yeah, there was this email
Yeah.
scam that went around where
Yeah.
hi, I'm a Nigerian
.com.
princess, and if you send me $1,000, it will allow me to free up my frozen account, and then I have millions of dollars, and we can be married and happy in Nigeria together. And it was amazing how many Nigerian princesses had the hots for me. It was incredible.
So what you're saying is that you didn't take a chance on love.
I did not take a chance on love.
Married in 90 days? Or married in 30 days?
Yeah, I did not.
What was that
90 Day Fiance?
90 Day Fiance? Oh my God, that show! I don't want to get on
Yeah, it was amazing, like how many Nigerian princesses there were. But
Yeah.
you know what? Hey, Joique, I'm going to be intrigued to see how big this gets.
So he had a quote in here. This is what he said. This is Akar. This is what he said. The rate of inflation is killing us. Akar said in the interview, the more the U.S. prints money due to COVID to help people, the more it devalues our currency. So my family, when I send them money home, I send them Bitcoin. And so that's true. That's true. He also had other comments. If I wanted to send money to my parents to move away from a state that I felt like was really violent, I couldn't. Akar said, I couldn't send the money to the bank. It was just through Bitcoin that I was able to send my family money more easily and efficiently and as fast as possible. Faster than the banks. Once you look at that. Sending money from country to country. And you know, I don't think I have to keep preaching it. I don't think I have to keep talking about it because I was talking to my best friend, right? And we were talking about how we'll try to get information to our friends that we grew up with or people that we value as friends or even family. And they won't take information, and then determining on your love that you have for that particular person will determine your patience with them. We're trying to give them this information. And it was funny because I saw Royce the 5'9" actually post something like that after we had this conversation. And Royce the 5'9" is another local legend here in Detroit who was a rapper. But
do you know Art?
Yeah, he knows Royce the 5'9". Art knows.
Yeah, I interviewed
Royce.
Royce the 5'9".
He's
Yeah, Royce.
Eminem's right-hand man.
Yeah,
basically.
he's Eminem right-hand man.
All right.
And so he posted something like that, and I saw a ludicrous comment. He said, "Bleak is exhausting," it truly can be exhausting.
Sure, absolutely.
It's very exhausting to kind of take people out this institutional state of mind of thinking that they can do better, and it is. But what these players are doing with trying to do this new form of currency is great because they're not only sending their family money, but they're sending their family investment that they can keep in there, and it's going to continue to grow over time. I have nothing against it. I'm actually for it, and I wish more players do it because the earlier you get in, the better. And one of the first steps that if you don't have it to starting generational wealth, just in my opinion.
You know, I don't need to do it, and I'll tell you why. Because you can ask my kids this. I have money trees that grow in my backyard. Well, anytime you need money. Dad, can I have $100? Sure you can.
Go in the
Hold
backyard.
on.
Pull it up.
Would you like it in 10s or would you like it in 20s? Dad, it's Thursday night. I'm sorry. I don't have any money. I'm going out to Rush Street tonight. Can I have some money?
What is
Jack,
Rush Street?
I don't even know why you're asking me. The question should be, how much money do you want? And I just go in the backyard and I pull the money off the money tree.
Yeah.
And then don't worry, I'll send it to you now, and then I'll make a deposit at the
Where
bank
can you pick
because
up
the
this
money
tree?
tree's always full.
Where can you pick this tree up?
Oh, I have seedlings. What would you like? Would you like a 50 tree? Would you like? I've tried for whatever reason, my $100 seedlings don't seem to grow, but my 50 trees are doing wonderfully.
Let me check my HOA. Let me see if those are regulation here in my neighborhood.
What did Mike say that you had? Hundreds of 500s, or what was it yesterday? He was quoting you?
I got
many 500s.
I have many 500s.
Well, and you know why? You know, I have a money tree. I have a tree that grows. Mike, when Mike was over my house,
that was good.
Mike
Do
was
we have
over my
that
house.
clip? Do
He
we have that
grabbed a
clip from
bushel.
yesterday?
He was plucking 50s off the tree.
Do we have that
Don't
clip from
worry about
yesterday?
it.
Mike's been to your house before myself and Joique have?
Mike, Easy, Fish, Tim
But
McCullum.
Why did Art always do that? But
He was invited.
He's always invited, but never
he
shows
just
up because
decided
he
he
lives
didn't wanna come.
35 minutes away, and I gotta pay for diapers and gas.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I would have fed you well.
You know what's crazy? Joique talks about all this crypto stuff. I don't see anything in my wallet as his best word friend.
What
You
talking
wanna prove
about?
your
You
friendship?
have over.
Send me a
You have
crypto.
$1,000 in your crypto.
I do not know about that.
You had 800. You had 800. Are you down right now?
Child support, bro.
All right, listen, I'll give
They're
you
not.
a bushel.
They're not taking it out of your crypto.
They will find it.
Come over to my house. I'll give you the bushel.
Oh,
you
will
get 5
they?
minutes in the backyard with
Oh,
the money
will
trees.
they?
There's money for everybody. Yeah, as much as your bushel can hold. My kid,
Is that the money that
he's been in this? He's been in this thing.
This is the money. Or this is the money that the Nigerian princess got it.
Yeah, that's right.
This is the money
We
that the
secretly
Nigerian
got
princess
married.
gave. So if you secretly got married, then you're not really married now because that marriage is null and void because you already in a previous marriage.
But it's legal there.
It's legal there,
It just sounded right.
but it's not legal here.
Yeah, it's not legal here. All right, you know what we're gonna do? We've got a special treat for you today. I don't even know if he knows this.
He's bringing some ribs up?
Well, I'm gonna eat those ribs in a second. He better open those ribs right now, as a matter of fact. But you know what we're gonna do? You know who the true rock star at this place is? We all know it. There is Fish, and then there's everybody else. All right.
Ooh,
So
we
you
do
know
have
what we're
something.
gonna do? We're gonna do. Are you any Beatle fans out there? We're gonna do a day in the life of Fish when we come back. This is Woodward Sports.
Make it interesting.
Morning, Art. Morning, D-Mac.
Bridge Street Exchange, downtown Fenton. I'm trying to find me a shirt. Ooh, look at these swimming shorts. What are you doing over there, Stick?
I'm trying to find me a drink. Ooh, look at these bonfire bitters.
Ready for summer.
Let's go.
Go look at your text. You did not send it to me. What are you talking about?
Okay.
So say you're sorry and we can move on.
I'll send me check. I did send it, but it said failure.
I'm so done.
Block my number. Literally screaming at me. How come you didn't put it up? You didn't send it to me. Oh, look, got a notification from Joique Bell. Fuck out of here.
And on cue, my phone rings. Hey, look, I just got a text from Joique. That's unbelievable.
Bring up the article,
Oh,
Art.
that is awesome.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
And so for everyone who just chimed in, what happened was I had an article that I wanted to bring up during our crypto talk with the soccer player from Toronto, Akara. And so I tell Art, why did you bring it up? You didn't send me anything, Joique. I said, I did send it. I sent it, da-da-da-da-da. And so I go to our text messages, and it's sitting right there, and I did send it, but it had the red dot that said, sending failed. And so it wasn't his fault. It wasn't my fault. We both didn't know. So I apologize. Art apologize to me. It's all good. We're good here. Are we good,
Send
Art?
some Bitcoin and we'll call
Art,
it good.
Art, are we? I don't
Yeah,
have any
we're
Bitcoin.
good.
I
We're
told
good.
you already. I sold
You
my
just gotta-
Bitcoin.
I get enough anger in the group chat every day. I don't need it from you too. Sean, you're back up to the #1 spot.
He's been. Sean,
Like you never left.
hold up. When was I #1 today? Because he was #1 yesterday. Remember, he was your best friend yesterday.
Sean and I play around. Sean's always going to be my #1.
That's
Did
why.
you hear that?
So how are you, Trish, doing?
Oh, we're doing great. I mean, I wanted her murdered by a raccoon last night, but not my problem. Art, help me, save me. You're on your own.
You know what? You know what it was? It was a possum. It was a
Probably
possum,
was.
Sean.
They said, knocked on the door. Oh, I'm not at Sean's.
Mr.
Wrong
Possum.
house. I'll see you later.
It was a possum.
Long way from the trailer park.
You know what I need to do? Like, Fish, we were having a conversation about you yesterday, and I think you know that we're all fond of you, right? Like you are. I would say that Fish is the most popular person at Woodward Sports. I really would.
Bar none.
Like we're everybody's a Fish fan, right?
No, of course not.
Like-
It's Adam.
Yeah,
Adam.
right.
Adam. You're the most popular guy here.
That's so Adam.
Hey,
That's why I love Adam. That's
Adam.
why I
Hey,
love Adam.
What do we call Adam here? We call him
Adam, get on mic.
What do we call Adam here? What's his nickname
Atomic
here?
Dog.
Atomic Dog.
Dude, he goes from 0 to 190 like that. I
You know
love
what?
him.
He goes to 0 to 100, and he know how to bring it back down. Put it. Hey, put it on Adam. You know how you bring Adam back down when he goes out. Look at him. Look at him. Just mention golf. Just mention golf. He'll calm down.
Fuck that guy.
Joique, one of the best 3 minutes of my day, and it just tells you what a miserable existence I have.
Yeah.
But one of the best 3 minutes of my day is when
brushing your
Adam
teeth?
goes in
Oh,
the
okay.
booth right around 10 o'clock in the morning, and he and Art go at it for about 45 seconds, right?
Yeah.
So it's about 45 seconds, and then there's the come down, and you think it's over, and then it starts up again.
Yeah.
There's always you don't know what the F you're doing. Get the hell out of my booth. And you're like, now I'm so used to it that I just sit
I just
back
walk
and...
in, I just tell her he's a fucking idiot. And then I just leave.
Hey, real quick, side note. Hey, tell the people, what is your handicap in golf, Adam?
It's a 4.
Good for you, dude.
Like consistently? Yeah.
Anywhere from 4 to 7, you know.
Good
for
You know, I'm going to start taking my golfing lessons actually
Right?
tomorrow. I'm going to start. I
Depends
got to
on
get
my
ready
buddy.
for my golf outing.
I have a guy not too far from me that's gonna help me out with some stuff.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, I got to straighten some stuff.
So
out
are you
because-
going to play golf when you come out for the golf outing?
Yeah.
Because we're going to do the show from the club. We got to figure that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we'll do the show from
This
the
will
club.
be fun.
That'd be a lot of
I'm-
fun.
I'm gonna love that.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Look at Stick. He's practicing his shot right
No, look
there.
at Fish. That's
Fish, are you Fish? I'm sorry. I said Fish. Are you a big golfer?
Yeah, I don't play it very often, but I watch it all the time.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's fun.
All right, so I needed to ask you, all right, because again, whether you want to admit it or not,
Yeah.
people are big fans of Fish, not only here at Woodward Sports, but people out there. What is a day in the life of Fish? How do you begin your day? Tell me about a day in the aquarium.
I get up at 6:30. I eat breakfast. I leave
Like
at
you get
7.
an alarm at 6:30, or you just get up at 6:30?
No, I wake myself up at 6:30.
All right, what'd you have for breakfast?
Whatever. Waffles, pancakes, toasted strudels.
Who cooks?
My parents.
I met your parents. Lovely people.
All right,
And that only happened because if they don't cook for me, I won't eat. Because
What-
I'm not
what
a big.
ki- what
I'm not
kind
a
of
big.
bed do you have?
I'm not
What
a
kind of
big
bed do you
breakfast
have?
guy. I'd rather eat.
You like-
I just wait till
You
lunch.
like you have a California king size bed.
No, I have a couch.
You have a couch?
Yep, I sleep on a couch.
Yo, me too.
Doing.
Hey, only difference is Fish. How old are you? 20?
20, yes.
20. He's 32. Hey, life
Fish,
choices.
do you enjoy sitting on the couch?
Yeah, it's
Life
fun.
choices.
So you don't want a bed?
No, I have a bed. I don't use it.
I'm just asking. So, is it a California king?
You're the best.
Yes, California king couch. Sure.
Okay.
It's one of those couches you put at the end of your bed.
So, do your mom and dad say, "Fish, why don't you sleep in your bed?" Or do they have that conversation?
Yeah, they get pissed at me and say, "Oh, get in your bed." I'm like,
Yeah.
"All right, I'll just sleep on the couch."
You know what though? I used to be
No.
like that. I used to always sleep on the couch. 'Cause I just got better sleep on the couch. I used to do that. Not anymore. For some reason now it's just like I get better sleep in the bed. It just I have like these stints. But go ahead, continue.
So now I'm so intrigued about this couch thing. Do you sleep on the couch for any particular reason? Is it comfort? What's the reason?
Well, it was because in the summertime, upstairs is hotter than downstairs.
Okay.
So I might as well sleep downstairs. Or I don't get hot as hell.
Does it have anything to do with sports? Like you're just on the couch and you just want to watch sports on the couch?
No, because he has a TV in his room.
I do have a TV in my room. I don't use it. I have a TV downstairs too. But no, I do get up early in the morning for sports every weekend. It's fun.
Okay.
All right. So you had breakfast this morning. What comes after breakfast?
I leave. I go. Well, I get dressed. Right. I wear clothes, and then.
All right. So what time do you get here at the fine Woodward Sports Facility?
I get here around 7:23, and then I look for facts. Send them over to the second best producer ever, Alex 2.0. Like how I did that, Art?
You're the best.
Then I come in here around 7:35ish, 7:36, whatever it is. Say hi to these lovely people: Stick, Joey, Adam, Corey, and Corey's gonna get you a one hot chip.
When do you start clapping and getting everybody fired up? Does that happen
Second he
right
walks
away
in.
or?
Yeah, 7:55ish when I turn the lights on. And then as soon as Mikey TikTok's normally the first person that walks in. And then Adam likes to fake shank me in the morning, so that's always nice. But,
hey, look at that comment. Hold on. Look at the comment in the YouTube. It says that fish eats breakfast naked. Is that true?
No. I have clothes on.
Hang on, Fish. The girl who left that comment, she looks good.
She looks like an attractive young lady.
Yeah.
Fish, just say hi to
Let's say-
Akira.
No, I think that's Erica.
Oh, sorry.
You know, life choices again. What school?
Can you drop a what up dough on
Hey,
her?
don't
Fish?
don't disrespect Specs Howard.
Can
Hey,
you drop
so-
a what up dough on Erica?
Yeah. Say what
No,
up,
I will drop a hello, Erica.
Oh,
Hello. Hello,
you said kind of sultry,
Oh.
right?
How do you do that? Wow.
Hello, Erica.
All right, so Fish,
Hello,
we have
Erica.
if you had
Erica.
to pick your very favorite
Hold on,
sport.
Erica. If you heard Fish say, "Hello, Erica," drop a smiley face.
Yeah, just drop a smiley face
drop,
with the fish.
drop a smiley face if you heard him say, "Hello, Erica."
All right, so Fish, if I had to, I think I know the answer to this, but your absolute favorite sport, the thing that you like to watch more than anything else, would be?
Wow, there's a bunch of them.
I need you to pick one.
I don't really have one.
Hello, Fish. Heart. Oh! We got a winner! We got a winner! Hello, Fish. Heart.
We got one on the line.
We got one.
There we go.
You gonna reel it? Hey, reel it in, Fish. Reel it in.
Reel it in. Calm down.
Come
Calm
on,
down.
Fish.
Say
You
hello.
got
Calm
this,
down.
Fish. So what would you?
What would be your
what's
reply to that?
response?
What's your response?
I don't have a response.
Oh no!
No, there's more.
It's more.
Look at her.
You got a
Erica's
heart.
lovely.
You got a heart emoji.
Heart
There's a
emoji. Hello, Fish. Heart
Can
emoji.
you do the heart thing? At least make a heart emoji.
I'll wave.
Yo, it's the couch that got her attention. That's what Ryan said.
It's the couch. It's the couch.
It's the couch. Yo, Fish,
Look,
ask
hey
her-
yo, listen.
I've never watched any of those videos, Stan.
We don't need to have. Listen, we don't need to have the.
Where's my clock?
What was it? What was the segment we were going to have when I gave love advice?
Yeah, Joique's Love Connection or Love Room.
Yeah, Joique Love Connection.
Never mind.
We need to call it the Love Aquarium. Let's
Fish,
call it-
can you just say like, hey, would you like to go out to eat sometime? You say it, not
Yeah.
me.
Ask her.
You got her on the
Come
line
on,
right
Fish.
now.
You got her on the
Go,
line.
Fish.
Go.
I'm not a dating guy.
Oh my God.
Look, you can hate me all you want. Hey, Sean, I think we got
Show's
another
over.
topic to go for.
The definition of you can take a man of water, but you can't make him drink it.
She's gone now. She hasn't said anything in the comments. She's gone.
Oh, God bless you, Erica.
Damn it. We were so close.
If I wasn't
Darn it, Fish!
If I wasn't 90 years old,
That
I'd
would have
date
gave
you,
us
Erica.
300 views.
All right, Fish. So seriously, back to the topic. Wait, honestly, I
What's the
want you
topic?
to
I
pick,
forgot. What's the topic?
What is the sport that you would like to watch more than anything else?
But before you get into that, we're going to take one more short break. Stay tuned so you can hear what he does for his afternoons.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We are recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10.5 months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
Hire a graduate
of Northwestern Tech. Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
What up, Bill? Glad you could join us
That was
right
smooth.
here on Woodward Sports.
That was smooth.
He's Joique Bell. I'm Sean Baligian.
What is that?
This is a day in the life of Fish, and we're asking Fish what he does in the aquarium all day.
Oh, you're eating now?
All right, so are we on the afternoon now?
So what would you like to watch all day on the television? Your favorite sport?
My favorite sport, I've been really getting into Australian football. That's,
Australian-
that's,
is
that's
that
been the
like
main
rugby?
thing. No, it's intense. It's a bit of everything.
Oh, so it's just like regular
of-
football, just with no pads, correct?
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's kicking, passing, hitting the hell out of people.
No helmets.
No helmets. Nope. Pads. What are those? No, it's a fun sport.
Oh, will you get out there and do it?
No.
So it's not a fun sport.
Well, it's fun to watch.
All right, so say fun to watch.
All right, fun to watch. No,
Okay.
I get up. I have a new routine. I get up around 1:15 on Sunday, stay up till 5, and then go back to bed.
Do you like ballet?
1 in the morning?
Yeah, I'll go to sleep at 9 on Saturday, And then I'll get up at around 1:15, 1:20 in the morning, watch the end of the first game, then go to the second game at, 1:20. There's another game at 2:40.
Sounds like Nagano.
And that's exciting.
Not bad, Fish.
Then I watch rugby as well. There's a game at 2 o'clock.
Yeah. All right, we got to talk about his afternoon. We lost some viewers. All right, let's get.
No, Fish, hey, just a couple more questions. Fish, what is the favorite part of your job here at Woodward Sports?
Talking to all the people, getting to know them, getting to. Oh, I thought you didn't like that answer.
No, it was
getting
beautiful.
Getting to enjoy the people, getting to talk to everyone. Maz, Joique, Sean, Corey, Joey, Art, Dave and Mike, Smoke Show people. So many names. Who else did I forget? Alex 1.0, 2.0, Justin.
Are we
everyone
still
here.
your favorite show, Fish?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear that.
I'm gonna be the only one that claps.
You're number 2, Stick. but
So
it's not a landslide. It's like 100% to 99.99999.
All right. So I thought Hook was number 2 for you.
Well, Hook's like tied for second.
That's the nicest answer ever.
Who is your favorite? Do you have a favorite coworker?
There's no show that's bad. I mean, The Hook has a lot of drama that goes on, but other than that, that's
Lot of
a
drama.
great show.
What type of drama?
What type of drama?
Yeah, what type of drama?
Well, Maz and D-Mac
Yes.
yell at each other throughout the show, so if you like 2 men yelling and a woman trying to stop it, then you like that.
What's that beautiful young lady
Paula's,
name?
Paula's very good in the middle, but she can't stop. Once Maz and D-Mac go at each other, she's not getting out of it.
She's not getting.
No, because you'll get a lot of F-bombs. D-Mac, shut the fuck up. And then you'll get D-Mac coming at him. Hey, Maz, fuck you, Maz. And then Maz will come at D-Mac.
This is the juice. Listen, our viewers just went up.
It's
Look at that. I know
It's
how to
all
stir
the
the
stuff.
All right, so who knows what they're talking about, D-Mac or Maz?
Well, D-Mac knows hockey, so if you're going to hockey, go for D-Mac. Maz is a big New York guy. So anything Patriots related,
Jersey,
Boston
but okay.
related, okay, Jersey. But he likes New York teams. Like Tom Brady, he hates Tom Brady. He says he's not good. He says it's all Bruce Arians and Bill Belichick. So if you want to rub it in his face, you know what to do. His friends text him Tom Brady threats and he hates it. So if you want to get him yelling asshole and bastards and cocksuckers, then send him anything Patriots related or Brady related, and he'll just go off. My favorite thing about Maz is he does voice to text, so you'll just see him. That fucking bastard, I hate the Patriots. God damn it. And then he'll put his phone down. It's the best thing ever seeing Maz do voice to text.
This is the greatest segment we've ever had.
Yeah, but you gotta pull it. You gotta pull it.
I don't even care. This is beautiful.
Listen.
We gave you a gift today.
Listen, Sean. When I looked at Stick and I said, Stick, listen, this is all Fish is going to give us. I wake up, I get dressed, I eat, I go to the studio, I work, and I go home and I watch sports. And Stick said, that's all he's going to give you. You're not going to get nothing else. And look what I poured out.
You are the best.
Look what I poured out of him.
Can I ask, Baligian, you brought up a very good question that Fish never answered, and I'd like to add on to that. So not only favorite coworker, Fish, and just a reminder, we do share an office together, Fish, but least favorite coworker. And you could be honest. It's just us talking.
Yeah, Fish, nobody's going to get ticked off at you.
I don't know if I have a least favorite coworker.
That doesn't surprise me.
No.
You're such a
That's
wonderful human being that doesn't surprise me.
That's a cop-out.
I don't,
you gotta pick
Fish,
one.
I believe you.
It's not a cop-out.
Which person, all right, put it like this, not who you like the least, but which person do you mind not working with?
Do I mind not working with?
Yeah, you like, you didn't work with them, you're like, oh, okay, that's fine.
No, I like working with everyone.
I know, but if you had to choose one person that, like, if you didn't work with them, what would be that one person?
Well, he's already tried to do it several times. Uh-oh.
All right,
Watch
do you
out,
have-
he's coming in here.
Do you have a favorite coworker, Fish?
Get out of there, Adam. No, I know what's going
he's
on
sitting
right
there.
now.
All right,
Time
cool.
out.
No, he's sitting there. We're good. He's sitting there.
No,
now.
Adam just came into my production booth and it said to Fish, which only he can hear it. Fish,
No,
if
he
you
was
say
on
me,
the
I'm gonna
air.
Fuck you up.
Yeah, that was to everyone. The mic was on.
No, it was off, but just to you.
So
Fish.
do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite coworker, Fish?
Everyone. I don't have a favorite coworker.
But I'm saying, but if you had to choose one person not choose, but if it was one person in here that you couldn't work with, you'd be like, I can't work with them.
Lynn said, is there anybody that annoys you the most?
No.
Come on.
So when I come in late,
nobody.
I don't listen. I don't annoy you when I come in here late.
I mean, it annoys me a little.
Fish, do I need
So
to share
am I
office
your least
chatter?
favorite?
Are you what?
Am I your least favorite? Is it you? If you can say it, if it's me, you can say it's me.
Well, all right. You want me to be real?
Yeah, be real, please.
All right.
Who's your least favorite? Say it, Fish.
I hate everyone in here.
Is it me?
All right.
Is
So,
it me and Fish?
no, you're a good guy.
Fish, is it me?
I would like you to be more consistent on what you want on your Instagram videos.
That was a very
That's
nice
about
way to
it.
say it.
That's it.
That was a very nice way. That was the nicest diss ever.
That wasn't even a dish. That wasn't a diss.
But I don't think he said that you weren't his least favorite.
But who's your least favorite? Fish. This is what we're trying to pull out.
I
here.
don't have a least favorite. There's no one I hate.
We didn't say who you hated. We said who's your least favorite. It's a difference.
Yeah, I don't have a least favorite.
Do I need to share
Your
the
sister
office
said
chatter?
best segment ever. This is Fish. I'm telling you, you're golden. You just don't know it. All right, Art.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna start calling you.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna start calling them Goldfish.
The Goldfish.
Hey!
Yeah, absolutely. What is
We're gonna start calling them Goldfish.
Fish, what is your favorite thing about being here at Woodward Sports Network?
Another cop out.
Talking to people. Doing
Just
audio,
being a part of it?
Yeah, just being a part of the show, getting to talk to people, see how their day's going. That's about it. I don't have anything else.
You are just
this guy here.
Dude, you're awesome.
How can you be mad at Fish? No one can be mad at Fish.
He is absolutely positively
get out of here. Don't walk around.
the
here.
best.
Now,
ladies and gentlemen,
do you guys know
Stick.
why? Do you guys understand why Stick just walked up here?
Stick was
because
like
no, I'm gonna tell you. No, let me say this. Let me get this out.
You're gonna be mad afterwards.
Stick came up here because he wants to be part of Fish's #1 show. Go ahead.
That is true. But no, when Fish says talking to people, I want you guys to hear a story from draft night. We did our draft party, correct?
Right.
Fish's parents showed up, right? Fish's parents talked to Joey one-on-one, and the one thing they said to Joey, Fish never really talked to people before he started working here. He didn't have a lot of people surrounding him. He wasn't interacting with a lot of people. Now they say he comes home every day. He's a chatterbox at home. He talks to his parents. And that's all because of guys like you bringing this out of him. But like when we're talking about, when Fish says, I like talking to people, that means more coming out of his mouth than anybody else because he never talked to people before he started working at Woodward.
Well, I never talked to people because I didn't really have anyone. That didn't bother me.
Right.
But
you've come out of your shell, buddy.
Well, I always say this. Once, I'm shy when I get to first meet you, but once I get to meet you, you're screwed. Because I will not stop talking.
Once we get to, that's your clip. I want that clip right there.
All right.
Fish,
I want that
Fish,
clip.
I'm telling you right now, I know I've said this to you many times. Dude, you are the best. Like, I can't tell you how appreciated you are.
Here.
I hope you know that, okay?
Thank you.
You
I
believe me
appreciate
when I say that?
Yes, I do.
And it meant a lot to me that you and your father came over and wasted so much time with Idiot Mike and Idiot Sean, too.
Oh, we had fun.
That was really cool. No doubt. That was awesome. All right.
Art. You know what, Art?
We'll do this segment again. We're
gonna have,
once a week, we'll jump into the aquarium with Fish. All right?
I think Wednesdays before we have some a rack of ribs come up with a good burger. Hey, Adam, leave my producer alone while we're doing the show.
Adam's literally sitting here saying to Fish, I'm going to fuck you up. I'm going to shake you.
All right, we got to get out of here.
That's
Joique,
a true
always
bromance.
We've got the smoke show coming up next. We got some tri-tip, some ribs, even some meat sticks for me. Joique, anything else before we get out of here?
Just make sure, guys, whenever you watch this show, whenever you guys go out there and do anything in life, always make sure you guys do it with that gorilla. Do it with that gorilla. We need that gorilla mentality. Stay tuned. Catch us tomorrow. Sean Baligian, Drake Bell, Woodward Sports. Gang, gang.